This is Jerry White reporting for the World Socialist website in Flint, Michigan. Today is day one of the strike of 46,000 General Motors workers across the United States, involving 35 assembly and manufacturing plants in 9 states. The UAW was forced to call this strike because it felt it could not push through the concession demands of General Motors, and because it's been deeply discredited by the corruption scandal. What do you think about you taking a stand not only for your generation but the future generations of workers?
Well, that's what they did in the sit-down strike. I'm just following in their footsteps. I just hope that someday we're looked upon in the same vein as we look upon them.
Flint is the site of the historic sit-down strikes of 1936-37 and has long traditions of militant struggle by the working class. World Socialist website reporter Larry Porter and myself discussed the issues in the strike with General Motors workers at the Flint engine plant and the Flint assembly plant.
Well, my grandfather was a part of the sit-down strike.
Wow.
I have the medallion to prove it.
Wow.
He'd be rolling over in his grave. My dad is a retired 34 years in Buick City. Obviously, there's no more Buick City. There's nothing around here for these kids, and they wanted to keep on taking it away, taking it away, taking it away. I just don't know where it stops. Everybody can't live on $9, $10, $11 an hour. It's impossible.
Oh, that's how they get, and the fear and the intimidation. That's what shuts stuff down. But when you have power in numbers, you can't be shut down. And the more people that join us and realize it's not just about money, it's not just that we want higher wages. We want the temps that are next to us year after year to finally be hired and not make half the amount, have days off, have times with their family. Don't go after the retirees and the things that they work so hard for.
General Motors, which has made billions of dollars in profits, is offering a 2% wage increase. It also wants to expand the use of brutally exploited temporary workers.
There's temps who's been in this plant for over 5 years as a temporary. They have nothing. They have like 40 hours of vacation time, which they only got within the last couple of years. Prior to that, it was up to your supervisor or whatever if you could even have a day off.
And you can be hired and fired at will.
At will, absolutely.
Right. Without any rights.
Nothing.
Definitely, we all got to become one. And with the different tiers and pay, I think really is a sad thing here.
Do you think we should get rid of the different tiers?
Definitely. I think we all should be paid one rate.
And Mary Barrow with her $22 million paycheck and not wanting to even give us a 3% annual raise.
Mary Barrow is $25 million.
It's just disgusting. I mean, that greed just runs her and her decisions. And I get it, it's a profitable company now, but what did we give up as workers to help them come out of the hole? We're good workers and we take pride in what we do. And people think we have it easy in here, and we don't. We limp out of here, surgeries after surgeries, and they want more and more and more.
And what do you think about a corporation making $25 billion in profits and demanding cuts in your health benefits?
I think it's crazy. All it is for their stockholders, and that's it. Healthcare cuts would devastate the workers. There's so many people that I know who have medical issues that it'd just be unspeakable. And then them wanting to give us 2% raise, but then raise our healthcare 15%. So what does that tell you? That means our money is going down more than 10%. So give me a break. No, I'm over it. I'll be out here as long as it takes. I'm out here.
Workers are in the dilemma in which they're fighting a corporation, as they must.
Yes.
But the people that are supposedly negotiating on their behalf have been taking bribes from the corporation.
Yes. So it's been everybody against us.
Right.
Literally, even our own people. It may happen like in Mexico where they end up striking against their own union. That's a possibility.
We've given up so much in the last 20 years that I've been hired. I think that it's time to stand up and go for what we want. And with all the corruption going on through GM and the UAW, I think it's really adding a lot to the situation that we're going through right now.
I believe it's going to be the workers of the world that are going to have to unite against the corporations and protect ourselves. It's not just the U.S. anymore, or the Canadian workers. I believe it's all of us. It's in the same fight.
Well, if you were going to talk into a Mexican worker or a Korean GM worker, what would you say?
Thank you so much for standing beside of us, helping us, and hopefully your fight will not go for nothing. Be strong, be tough, organized, never give up, because anything is possible. And if you stand together, they have to hear what you're saying.
Thanks for sticking up for us, and we need to all become like a one family where, we're all trying to strive and achieve the same thing. We all need our jobs. We all need to protect our families. Benefits. We just got to stick together. We do the same for them, and they should do for us.